Welcome back everyone to 1920 Gaming. This is FIFA 20 Career Mode. It's the manager's journey and it is episode 13 of the Kilmarnock part of this journey. We start today's episode off with a game against Ajax, probably the biggest test so far as manager of Kilmarnock, definitely. It's the European knockout phases. Didn't think we'd get here, if I'm being totally honest. So once again this season we have overachieved as far as I'm concerned. Obviously we know by now that the board have a bit of a different view on that, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting game for definite, especially with the players that we've let go during January. But before we get into all that though, I just want to again say thank you for being here, thanks for your time, I really appreciate it. I wish I could actually tell you guys how much, but unfortunately I can't. But it does mean a great deal to me, just know that. So before we get into this game, I just wanted to have a quick look, see who else was still in the competition. We've got Atalanta and Sevilla still in there, Schalke are a decent side in there, Lille from our group are in there, we've still got Marseille, Everton, United, Braga, Benfica, we've got Wolves, Leipzig, Galatasaray, so there's some tough teams still in the competition at the moment. Assuming we get through, it doesn't look like there's going to be any easy games. On this page we've got Roma, Napoli, Sporting, AC Milan, Lyon are in there as well, so for where we are at the moment it's going to be a really tough competition. There's a few clubs in there that you would expect that would be in the Champions League, so yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough ride. I'm looking forward to it and a bit nervous at the same time. It's definitely, like I said, going to be the toughest test. We have got all these scout reports back. We'll look at them at some point, whether it's before or after this game. We will definitely get to that. But what I'm thinking of doing next is just having a quick look at the games. As you can see, it's been almost a full week since we played our last one. And we've got St Johnstone in the league, which I would expect us to go and win before we've got this second leg. And then we've got St Johnstone again in a cup, so this is going to be a very weird episode. We're playing both teams twice. But the fact, I know I played the second team a lot in, well, I think all the group phase games. I'm thinking that maybe now we're in the knockouts, and I would expect us, even if we do rotate a bit, to still go ahead and beat St Johnstone. That maybe we just have a go, put in our first lineup, our first team out, all of our best players against Ajax, and just really see how far off we actually are. It's a good chance to get a look at how, if I can get my words out, whereabouts we stack up in Europe. Ajax are definitely one of the better European sides. Like I said, I would have expected them to have gone through in the Champions League. I'm really surprised that they haven't done. So yeah, I'm expecting a tough game. For me personally, there's not too much pressure on it, but the fact that the chairman and the board want us to go deep, that's what really does add any kind of pressure. So yeah, let's just get it kicked off and we'll see how we go. I do really like this stadium of theirs. It's a really nice looking one, the Johan Cruyff Arena, and it's under the lights as well. So yeah, it's nice to be here. But we don't want to just come and get rolled over. I'll at least want a competitive game out of it. Being a two-legged tie with us being the away side, I definitely want a goal or two to bring back to our place if we could get that. But at the same time, we've got to be realistic. I don't believe we are at this level at the moment. Obviously we'll get a better knowledge of where we actually are, like I've said before, once the game kicks off. But I'm really am looking forward to this one, being our first European tie in this whole journey. Actually, we didn't actually get into Europe whilst I was in charge of Warsaw. We qualified for it, but obviously we came to Killie before we played any European games. So yeah, let's just sit back, watch the lineups take in the atmosphere, and get ready for the big kick-off. Oh, hold on, the names are actually there, they're not undefined. That's strange. I wasn't expecting that. So they're playing 4-2-3-1 as well. That's exactly how we're lining up. And history, teams that match up well against us, such as Celtic, who play that same formation, it's normally a really tight game. So maybe that's what we've got to look forward to today. Who knows? Like I said, excited but nervous. And here's our team photo now. Let's just soak it in. Obviously we already know that we've got our strongest lineup out, and obviously we also know that we're going to be playing 4-2-3-1, as are they. And there you can see. So yeah, systems are going to clash today. Just like I said against Celtic, there's not going to be a lot of room in the middle of the park. So yeah, we've got to see how we're going to overcome that. I definitely don't want to go to a more open formation against a team that are better than us. That would be suicidal. And that's a nice aggressive start there from Parrott. He might pick up a yellow as soon as there's a break in play, unfortunately. But Ajax, as we're expecting, had the kick-off, moving the ball about nicely. Not in any real rush to do anything just at the moment, just flexing their balling muscles, I suppose. Oh, that's a nice little turn there. He's completely done the defender to make room for himself, Neres. He's got it back now. And again, just keeping all of it. Okore there with a big header. His experience in the back and how good he is in the air is probably going to be vital to us today. And here we go. I thought we had the ball and we're going to do something, but no, they've got it straight back. And the first 10 minutes we've barely had a kick of the ball. We've got Martinez now, again spun out the way of the defender. That's a nice little ball. Van der Beek's got all the room in the world to whip across in there, chooses not to. And can we bring it away now with Thomas? He has got a bit of room in front of him. Maybe we can hit them early on the counter here. This would be great if we can do this. It's a decent little back heel as well. But Parrott, I thought he was overmatched there, but no, we have still got the ball. ZX chasing down Tonali now. Tonali just pops it off, and we start moving the ball about ourselves now. That's a great little turn now from Ince. Have we got a corner here? No, it's a goal kick. But yeah, just showing them there that we can do what they do as well, and that's a good signing there for Chelsea, getting Coleman for 61 million. And since Ajax have kicked the ball back off with that goal kick, we've literally not touched the ball. It is so difficult to get it away from them. Once they start moving it around like this, that's a great save there from the keeper as well. And there is a penalty there. Wow. I'm not even sure what happened. That happened quickly. For the last thing I remember, keeper saves it and he's just really turned back into the defender who can't get out the way. Neres has missed, oh my life, he's missed the penalty. We have definitely, I would want to say, got away with one there considering it was given. I don't think it was a penalty anyway, so maybe there's a bit of karma there. But we really have got away with one there, and we've got to sort something out to be able to get some chances and the ball, because once Ajax gets it, we just cannot get it back off them. We have got a bit of possession here though, in decent area with Tonali, who's played it across to Yearwood. Oh, that's a nice sharp turn from Ince. Can this be it? No, he's hit it straight at the keeper. I think that's a Nana, isn't it, in goal? Ince there, he beats his man well, but he can't unfortunately put it in the back of the net. Can we do anything with the corner though? Hazard now? Nope. Back to it is Onana in goal, but a little bit of encouragement for us there. And as the half's gone on, we have managed to play our way into it. It is the end of the first half now, but yeah, we've managed to play our way in slowly. We can get into grips with the game. Maybe the early jitters have gone. We did definitely get away with that Neres penalty being missed. So yeah, hard to call really. We've been solid. They've had a lot of the ball. Well, like I said, we did start to get to grips with the game towards the end of the half and play our way back in. We have actually had more shots than them, as you can see there. We've started to claw the possession back as well. So yeah, like I said, we're growing into the game at the moment. There's definitely signs of encouragement. we've had our little bit of luck with a penalty. We can't afford to let anything like that happen again. If we can nick one here, I actually fancy that we probably walk away with a 1-0. But it is going to be tough to get a goal because they do monopolise the ball as soon as they get it, which is sort of messing with my confidence a little bit. I'm probably playing more safer passes than I would normally do. Tonali has done brilliantly there though. Parrott now again has nowhere to go, so he just goes sideways, and Thomas has given a bad one away there. We definitely can't afford to have things like that happening. It's well recovered by Yearwood, and you see there what I mean with the safe passes. But what is the keeper doing here? He's not got a pass on, which is quite worrying at this point. It's a bad pass as well, which plays Yearwood straight into trouble. He has managed to get us out of it there. We definitely got lucky there. And since we've come back out for the second half, we seem to have gone back within ourselves a little bit. It's a good kick from the keeper there. Parrott's done really well actually. Can he get Thomas away here? He can. Thomas has got a lot of time and space here to try and do something. He's missed the run of Parrott, but Tonali, he's there on the edge of the box, and there's really no one else to go to at the minute. Ajax's shape is so disciplined. They very rarely are coming out of it. We've got Ince now though. Can he do something one-on-one maybe? He's looking, but no, he has to play it out wide as well. It's come back to him again if he could beat his man there, but he can't. It's good defending again from Ajax, and they bring the ball away once again. So we're a lot further into the game now, almost at the 75-minute mark, and maybe, just maybe, we've managed to get Parrott away. Can he put this away? He's chipped it, it's come off the post. Oh, that was it there. I thought he would have scored. We're starting though to look a bit, even though the energy levels look alright, we just seem to be a bit jaded. There's not a lot of freshness there. So we are going to make a change. Seedorf is coming on for Thomas. Seedorf's had a really good Europa League, but I've only just thought about that. So it's a bit cruel that he's not been picked really. So he's definitely going to come on. Ince there didn't need to be doing a spin. You just got to cut back in and shoot there. We've done it so many times this season. But again, maybe it's just the big game under the lights getting to the players a little bit. Who knows? Can Hazard hit one from here? Nope. But Parrott takes the ball back the other way. If we could have got Ince in there, that would have been absolutely brilliant. But we can't, and Ajax now just flexing them muscles again with the ball. That's a beautiful ball to Van der Beek. O'Donnell's out to him. He's had to lay it back off, and they go all the way back again. It's back to Van der Beek again, who just lays it off first time. That's a great ball into Ziyech though. I thought he might have put one in, but no, he hasn't. But this guy did. Keeper's punched it away. And Hazard has got a bit of room in front of him now. He's got Neres chasing him. Ince started to make a move, then stopped. Can we get Parrott back in here? No, we have to go sideways again. But we have got Thomas now on the edge of the box. This is looking like a really decent move, but that pass there, why did he do the flick? I did not want him to do the flick there. I didn't press no flare button or nothing like that. But unfortunately he did. We still might have a little bit of a look here though. Dest is almost out on his feet. Parrott puts one in. Keeper's got a very important touch on that one there though. Poor Seedorf's not going to get on by the looks of it at the minute. Van der Beek's played that back again. He's got room in front of him, but he's got nothing left in the tank at all. Ajax actually seem more tired than we do, which is quite weird, because they don't seem to have been pressing all that hard. Oh, that was lucky. And is that time? Nope. Seedorf's going to come on along with an Ajax player for about 30 seconds. Is there a chance for him to do anything? He's cut back out onto his right foot, nice there, but he's not going to get a chance to do anything. That's really unfortunate for him. But guys, 0-0 at the Johan Cruyff Arena. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get an away goal, but again, it was a big test just to see where we are and how we stacked up. And in all honesty, I don't think that we did that bad. So, yeah, a lot of positives to take from this one. And maybe, just maybe, that alters the thinking a little bit, and maybe I'll put the first team back out again for the leg at our place. Because obviously I'd expect us to do better at our place, so we might actually get a positive result in this tie yet, who knows. One thing that I do know is that was a really positive night though. Really enjoyed that game. We've got Yearwood here who's thanking me for putting him back into the team. But yeah, before we can think about the second leg, we've got this game against St Johnstone that we need to play. We're just going to have a look at the table now. Obviously we're still a nice distance there away from Celtic. We did drop the 2 points, remember, against Motherwell though, so it is a 7-point gap now, not a 9-point. But St Johnstone being around mid-table, 7th I believe they were, it makes me think that we should be able to rotate and get a good result here. Yeah, I think that's what we are going to do. And then we'll have a fresh, hopefully, batch of players again for Ajax to come to the new rugby park, where nobody, keep in mind, has beaten us yet. So even though we didn't get that away goal, just maybe, it's not the worst thing in the world. But just to break things up a bit before we jump into the St Johnstone game, we did have a lot of scout reports back, so we're just having a quick flick through to see who, yeah, the reports that have come back. This Unkunku guy, I would definitely love to get him into the team, but his wages will probably be an issue, and it's going to be the same for a lot of the players that I'm looking at. But if we can sustain what we're doing at the moment, Taruna Riga is still a free transfer, someone I'm definitely still interested in as well. I would absolutely love to get Jetro Williams, love that guy. Minamino, I want to see what he comes back like as well. The St Maximin, I'd love to get him into the team. But yeah, we've got to get a lot more finances before we can look at players like this. So there's still a few players that don't have their scout reports back just yet. So before any moves are made or any thoughts of any moves are made, as usual, I would want to go and get all of the scout reports, have all the information available to me. Because one of the key words in this Kilmarnock part of the journey has been patience. We've not just gone out and blew money for no reason. So we definitely want to keep along those lines. But now I think it is time now to go and jump into this St Johnstone game. A lot of the players there, as you can see, are tired, so we are going to rotate for this one. We're going to use the first team again for the second leg against Ajax, and we'll still have these players on the bench should we need them for this game. We don't again want to be letting Celtic back in if we can at all help it. So I'm just going to put a few rotations in, then we're going to get this game out the way, and then we're going to go back into Ajax again. So we are underway now. We have made quite a few rotations. You've already just seen there, Cameron's in. I've actually put in the free transfer that we got, the Brazilian Cam. Here he is now. So he's playing today, he's getting a look. Might as well. We do want to keep as many fresh players as we can. We're in already here, and what a start to his career at Kilmarnock that would have been. We've literally bought him in for numbers, but there's a great little pull back there. He's got all the time in the world. Probably a bit put off because of the slide tackle in front of him, but that is a really good positive start to this game. So yeah, Cameron's in, and the Brazilian's in. Central defence is Wilson and young Spanish midfielder we bought in. Seedorf's getting a start today because I feel bad that he didn't play against Ajax. We've got Waters at left back. We've got Millen at right back. Power's playing today as well instead of Yearwood. So yeah, there's quite a few rotations, and we have actually had a fairly positive start to the game. We've had that shot from our young Brazilian, and now one of their players is booked as well. Here is Waters on the ball now. Here is that Brazilian. He's Power as well. He has a shot and it's just over. He has again got the armband today. I really love having so many leaders in the squad. We had none at Warsaw, if you remember. So yeah, we need to replace the ones that are going as well. So that's definitely something in my thinking if we have any money for the next transfer window. But yeah, it's been a really fast start to this game for us. Unfortunately, we've not put the ball in the back of the net just yet. I know we're only 10 minutes in, but considering the chances we've made already, I feel like we probably could have been 1-0 up already. And we're just about half an hour in now, and that is a nice little 1-2. Unfortunately, we couldn't get back on the end of it. But guys, honestly, I mentioned that we should be alright even rotating against these, but all the players have been so sharp, and we might have another chance here now. Cameron puts it straight at the keeper though. Yeah, everyone's been so sharp, so on it. It's been really fun this game. The only slight concern is that it's still 0-0, but literally other than that, everything else has been perfect. It's been one of the better displays actually for quite some time, I would say. Yeah, it's just completely different to how tight and that the Ajax game was. Yeah, we're playing well. We're playing really, really well at the moment. And it is half time, and in that first half we've absolutely pummeled St Johnstone, and that young Brazilian now has really surprised me. He's playing well above what his overall says that he is. And just a little confirmation there, we've had 9 shots, 4 on target, almost 60% of the ball. We've really played well in this game. All we can say really is in the second half, if there's more of the same, we keep them levels up, that intensity up. We're definitely, as long as we keep creating the chances as well, we'll score in this game. And the way that the game's going at the minute, I do think 1 goal would be enough to win it. We am starting in that same vein as well. We're moving the ball with a lot of confidence really nicely at the moment. We just need now, like I said, to put the ball in the back of the net. If we can do that, we walk away with the points today undoubtedly. We've got the little Brazilian on the ball now with the back heel, linking up well there with power. He's pulled it out to Thomas now. Thomas could have whipped one in, but obviously we don't play like that either. So yeah, we could probably have got Cameron in there. This is what we do have to watch out for though, even though Wilson's dealt with that brilliantly. We just don't need to get sucker punched, that's all. So yeah, the key points for the second half, don't get countered like that. Keep doing what we were doing in the first half in terms of the energy, the ball movement, the chance creation, and we win this game. It's as simple as that. So we've got just over 10 minutes left, sorry, and we're still continuing to absolutely bash St Johnstone. But as you can see, the scoreline still reads 0-0. I'm not quite sure how that is the case, if I'm being honest. Oh, that's a great... Oh, no. No. He is offside. I thought he was, but again, we've got away with one there, because that was a great little ball that they've slipped in. But yeah, we've completely demoralised these guys, and them getting a goal disallowed is probably not going to help that confidence either. So we'll just continue to do what we're doing at the moment. We might be... Oh, that final ball again. I thought we might have been in there. Oh, that looked a bit offside to me as well, but it doesn't matter because it's come straight through to the keeper anyway, who's rolled it out to Wilson. We just, again, our young Spanish centre back there, just playing it out nicely. St Johnstone, I don't know if you can tell from the highlights, but they are a little bit further up the pitch, just looking for that counter, I suppose. This is nice little movement here again. Yearwood's in this time. He just can't find the finish again. We've got it back goal with Millen. Nice little back heel there. We've got our Brazilians moved from number 10, by the way, out to the right wing, so this guy can come in and shoot. And oh, that is a great save from the keeper. It is really frustrating how we are not winning this game. Oh, Power's just got bodied there by Winnall, who looks like he's going to try and go all the way. I've got a bad feeling about this. He doesn't whip it in though, which is good. It allows us to get our shape back. Booth there has played it forward. There's borderline offside decisions here. Oh, they've won the ball at the near post and they've actually gone and scored. Oh no. Oh, that is terrible news. I am absolutely gutted by that because we have really played that well. I don't quite know how we have just potentially now lost this game. It's just a little glancing header at the front post, comes in off the inside of the post as well. We'll see it again here now. He's met it really well, to be fair. And if Akure there is in the team, he probably heads that clear. But there's no point looking at all that just at the minute. Wow. A little footnote to this as well is that Celtic did win their game before we even kicked off. Oh well. There's so many positives that could have been took from this game with a better result. That free transfer of that Brazilian, maybe he goes into training because he was absolutely out of this world today. But wow, that has knocked the wind right out of me, that result, and right before we're due to play Ajax again as well. Okay, let's move on. So we've got some scout reports to come back to here. That probably completes the set now, I would imagine. Still absolutely, I can't say fuming about that result because honestly there's nothing to be angry about. We played so well. There is a few footnotes to the game. Like I said, our young Brazilian that we bought in, he actually shocked me with how well we played. But now there's a lot of pressure on this Ajax game now because somehow or another we need to vindicate the choices that we made in that game, like resting all the better players and this, that and the other. That only really looks good now if we progress in this competition. So straight up we have to win today. We've got to win on the night, we've got to win the tie, because we've let Celtic right back into the title race now. Like I said, they had already won their game, so they're now just 4 points behind us. So they've cut that from 9 in a matter of a couple of weeks. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do now. We have to get through this tie. We've just got to go out and win. It's as simple as that. Obviously it's a lot easier said than done. It was a really tough game at the Johan Cruyff Arena. But I feel a little bit more confident because of us being at home and our form at home. We've never lost a game at home, so as long as we can continue what we do at our place, then we go through, and I don't look like so much of a big idiot for resting all the players in that game. But yeah, we'll find out how we get on now, because it is time for the second leg. It is Kilmarnock versus Ajax at the new rugby arena. Rugby Park, sorry, and look how glorious it looks under the lights of a European night. I love this stadium anyway, but it's never looked better, and now we really have to go hell for leather to win this game. Obviously not in a reckless manner, but we need a good solid win here. Judging off the first game, I think 1 or 2 should probably do it. But obviously no 2 games are the same, and just 2 minutes into the game we've got a penalty. It did look like one straight away. I didn't pay that much attention though, I've got to be honest, because I was looking for who we could pass to. But yeah, you can't really defend that one. It is a penalty, and we have a big chance here to take an early lead. And that would just bring the confidence back up a little bit after that St Johnstone game. So we're going to go for the bottom right. We've timed it perfectly, but the keeper saves it. Oh my life. That could prove to be a huge moment in this tie. We really needed that to go in. It's only just occurred to me as well that this at the moment is the 3rd game, if we don't score today, that we haven't scored in. Actually no, this is the 4th if we don't score today. We didn't score against Motherwell, we didn't score against Ajax away, we didn't score against St Johnstone, and we've just missed a penalty here, so we really need a goal. We really need a goal. We might just get one here because Thomas is in again. He's played it back to Hazard, and we've 1-0 up. Come on boys, we needed that. Oh man, that is huge, especially after just missing that penalty as well. And for some reason Hazard's going all the way over to the away fans, which is not what you like to see really. But this is what you like to see though. It's great football. We've just took under 10 minutes to open them up this time. And there's just something about us at home at the moment. It is a great strike from Hazard. It's just away from clipping the post. And 7 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. And that is his first goal of the Europa League. And, well, we're in a really strong position now, to be fair. We needed that, badly needed that. I needed that to build more confidence as well. Because yeah, it's not been great. Like I said, we've gone 3 games without scoring before that went in. So yeah, to be back on the score sheet actually feels really good. And maybe I don't feel like such a big idiot at the moment for not putting these boys out against St Johnstone. But there is still a long way to go in this game yet. If Ince could have got the turn there, maybe we could have got Parrott in as well. I'm expecting Ajax now to come right at us for probably the rest of this game, or for as long as we can hold this lead. They can't just sit back in the shape like they did at their place. Oh, that's nice ball movement there. It's well read by O'Donnell though, who's played it straight out to Yearwood, who's found Tonali brilliantly, and he can just keep driving here. Can he get past his man? He's got slowed down, but no, he hasn't kept the ball. I thought he kept the ball. And Ajax play out again, but we've recycled it really quickly with a good interception there. Thomas has got room again. He's popped it straight off, and Ince is in here on that left foot, but he's put it wide. He's put it well wide actually. That is shocking from Ince, who's been brilliant in front of goal this season. No bend on that whatsoever, and it's a goal kick for Ajax. And we're just about just over 20 minutes in now, and that goal has really gave us a lot of confidence. I was expecting Ajax to come flying at us, but that's not really happened. We've been in a decent amount of control in this game. They don't seem to be as good as they were at their place. Whether that's them, I don't know, or whether it's the fact that we're at home and just playing better, I don't really know. But what I do know is at the moment that Thomas is in behind the defence again. He's come back on that left foot. He's found Ince, and Ince doesn't miss this time. And we're now 2-0 up just before the half-an-hour point in the game. Ince is really happy with that one. He's as relieved as I am that we've now got a bit of a cushion in this game, and we're playing good football still. It's right down the throat to the keeper. He probably should have done better there, but I don't care. I don't think Ince cares either. That's his second of the Europa League, and that's us in a really good position in this game now. And can we just get a mention for Thomas as well? I was considering playing Seedorf again, but he was just too tired, as Ziyech was close to bringing us back to 2-1 there. We'll get a better look at it here. He has just been put off well by Robinson, but he does put his shot wide all the same. Yeah, Thomas has played a big part in both of our goals in this game so far. I was a bit gutted that we couldn't play Seedorf because of how good a Europa League he's actually having. But Thomas has done really well in this leg. That's a great ball, and what a goal. What a goal that is there. I think it's Ziyech celebrating on his own. Really gutted that we've conceded there, but what a pass that is. It's just split the defence right open. It's a great run as well, but the awareness to find him, it's actually Neres. Ziyech, I think, was the one who probably got the assist for that one then. But that changes things a little bit. We're not quite so comfortable now. Let's just try and see this out till half time and go again, I suppose. And we did do that. We held it till half time, but let me tell you, it feels an extremely different game now to what it did in the first half. That goal seems to have really knocked all the players, and that of course is transferring itself onto me at the minute, because it just doesn't seem like we can do anything. As you can see there, everyone's under so much pressure now. We're moving the ball about quickly as much as we can. We're getting the odd look here and there, but Ajax have dominated the second half, and that's poor there really in a position like that, to let him clear that. they've made all of their changes now. Well, I think they've made all 3. But yeah, I don't want to make any at the moment, or many, if any, just because of the fact that if they do get one, actually, I'm just thinking that no, it wouldn't have mattered. Unlucky there. At least we got a shot away. With Yearwood, I was just thinking it'd go to extra time, but it wouldn't, would it, because of the away goals? Do they count after 90 minutes, or is it after extra time? I'm not 100% on that one, and that's why we're not going to make any changes. But yeah, as you can see here, we can't pass, we can't tackle at the moment. We're really struggling to just hang on in there, and we can't afford to be doing stupid stuff like that with O'Donnell there. That's it's a risky pass, but a decent one. And we have actually found a way past the press here now. Can we do anything with it this time? Ince just pops it into Parrott, but he's got no support in front of him at all. Might as well just have a pop here. He does, and it goes wide. There's nothing else on for him there. There was no pass at all, so he might as well shoot. But yeah, we're definitely just hanging in there at the moment. It's become a really tough game in the second half. It's not been fun. It's like when we very first started here, but we can't put a few passes together. It could be that the nerves are getting there now as well, because there's not long left in this game. But simple pass there to Yearwood, as you can see, it's just picked off because of the quality of it. Neres tries to get the crossing, but it's good work from Akore. We need some more help here though, guys. Come on, get it away. Well done again to the keeper and Yearwood there. Can we just scoop this one over? Nope, because it's took off us again before the ball even comes down to the ground. We have got it with Seedorf here at the minute though, who can't get past his man, and once again we're under the pump. And we've got it back. And we have worked it out nicely this time now. Can Seedorf just run and get us in? There's a good ball into the middle on for him here, but he chooses not to use it. I suppose at least we're up the pitch, and it is getting really nerve-wracking now. There's a mistake there from an Ajax man, which helps. Can we keep it up this end of the pitch a little bit now and just get rid of some of the clock? Oh, that's worked nicely there. Go on, Ince. Go on, Ince. Oh, it's a good save from the keeper. That was a good chance to put this game to bed. Unfortunately, we couldn't use it. Don't be giving it away here now while everyone's up the pitch, and that is exactly what we've ended up doing. Ziyech plays it up to Dest, who turns back because he's got nothing left at all, Dest. It's worked out nicely there though by Ajax, and they're still moving the ball really nice and quickly. But we do get it back. We're just 5 minutes to go now. That's a decent little ball out from Miles there. Still, as ever, probably the most composed man on the pitch. O'Donnell's got room to run into now though. He can get Ince in, but the ball is absolutely terrible. And Van der Beek here has got a lot more energy than he had in the first leg at this point. Is he going to whip one in now? He has, and it's headed clear by Akore once again. Can we get out now? Hazard tries to beat his man, he can't, but that's a good ball inside to Yearwood. A nice simple one back off there to Tonali, and we do start to keep the ball now. Oh, that one was a bit risky there. We get away with it. Oh, what was that? Really? Here we go now. We need to just block this shot now. There's definitely going to be one coming because there's not a lot of time left. And what the hell has just happened there? You are kidding me. We can't go out like that, surely. Akore, instead of just whacking the ball away, I don't even know what it is that he does. He's just got to hit it there. It's almost like it was anticipated as well. He just stops it dead for the striker. He can't turn round. At that point, the keeper has got no chance. And Neres puts Ajax through, and that is absolutely devastating how that has just happened. I literally saw that ball coming. I was hammering the B button to clear it away, and he just stops it dead, puts it on a plate for Neres, who's obviously going to score from that point. Wow, what a way to go out of Europe that is. I'm at a loss for words there. We've still not lost at home. It's a 2-2 draw, but we are out on away goals, as you can see there. And just feeling really flat at the minute, guys, to be honest. Absolutely devastating last couple of results. We're looking absolute full now as well. Well, I do, for the selection in both of those games. Yeah, so in the last few weeks we've let Motherwell hold us to a draw, which brings Celtic a little bit back into the title race. We draw away at Ajax, which I suppose is a good result. Lose to St Johnstone in the league, out of Europe, and now we've got another cup game against St Johnstone, who we're going to have to play the rotated team again because everybody's tired. So it's a question at the moment of whether we're even going to stay in the cup. Whether I even play this game right now or I take a break because of the form that we're in. I feel like it could do more harm than good. But I did say in this video that I wanted to get to the end of the month, so I am going to just try and power through it. You can see the team being put together now. I was going to show the post-match press conference in Europe. It's not because I was salty that I didn't show it. It's just that it made absolutely no sense. They were asking me questions about how it felt to go through in Europe when obviously we didn't. So there was really no point showing that. And instead we're jumping into what is going to be the end of the episode. It's the highlights of the cup game against St Johnstone, who absolutely battered us for 90 minutes, I'm not going to lie. You'll be able to see here from the highlights that it was basically all them for this game. Obviously we had a couple of chances, but they dominated in the main. Like I said, I was feeling really low on energy. The results actually got to me, which hasn't happened in FIFA for a while. In a weird kind of way, I'm happy that it has threw up these results instead of us just winning. That was unlucky there from Hazard. It was a great block goal from the defender. Tonali now gets one. But yeah, I am glad. Another just a little toe on it there, changing the direction ever so slightly of the ball. But once again, yeah, I am happy that the game's challenging me again. It almost seems like we've had a bit of a delayed reaction to the players that have gone. It's just really strange at the moment. I sort of am looking forward to... Can Cameron bang that one in? No, we can't. I am sort of looking forward to playing again and trying to pick this form back up, because we are actually in a bad run of form at the moment. Like I said, struggling to score goals, struggling to pick up the results that we need. Is the pressure getting to us? I don't know, but we will find out in the next episode. Thanks once again for watching this one, guys. It's been a bit different seeing us not winning all the time. I suppose for you guys that is good. But stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.